Hi, gang! Welcome to A Sterling Garden! Or welcome back, I suppose. If you haven't seen us all yelling about this on social media and, making a big stink about it, or if you missed the last session, this is a Star Wars 5e stream to benefit Gender Alchemy, a 501c3 organization that provides support, education, and healing for transgender and gender-expansive folks like myself in Fresno, California. I am so glad that you all are here to join us today. You can find all of their stuff at the QR code, and you can donate by typing in !Gender Alchemy to the chat, and Nightbot brings up a pretty little link. Please donate. Since we started talking about this, we have raised $135. Something I forgot to mention last time, we have a goal of $300. I feel like we need to bump that up a little.
That was easy.
Point.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, apparently we haven't made it yet. We haven't made it yet. Make us bump that shit up so fast, please.
Stretch goals.
Absolutely stretch goals. I would also like to note, I talked to the founder of Gender Alchemy this last week, and they have a goal. The Resource Center in Fresno is having to move locations because the charity that runs it has they just can't afford to keep that space anymore. So the Gender Alchemy is hoping to find a way to separate themselves a little from that other space that they've been mostly housed in, to be able to rent their own space. They have a personal goal of $10,000 that they'll need for that. That is a very long-term goal, but however much that we can help with that is how much I'd like to be able to help. So please donate. Thank you so much for doing so in advance. And yeah, let's move on to our players. We have Bella here, or rather...
Hey, you all. I have Kate Bell. I do video games by day and TTRPG stuff every chance that I get. You can find me in chat at Chaotic Wholesome, and find me on Blue Sky at damphyr.com, damphyr.com. It's a vampire thing. I like vampires. Bite me, please.
And moving on to Adelaide.
That's me. Hi, my name is Adelaide, and you can find me here on Meadowlark. This is what I do. I am the other half of Meadowlark. I don't do cool stuff other than Meadowlark. I'm a theater kid doing theater things. Go Meadowlark.
Love that. Moving on to Merm.
Hi everybody, my name is Worm. I'm playing Actorthal tonight, and I'm not going to be shouting out myself. I'm going to be shouting out what is super important in the United States, which is our upcoming first of the midterm elections, which is on April 1st. So we'll be popping a link in our chat for you to know how to sign up, to know what's on your ballot, because this upcoming election is vital for many swing states, much like the one that I live in, but I'll be talking more about that at the end. But I'm Actorthal, and I'm here to be part of the Pelican crew. Don't read what else is on my hand. I crossed out I'm the pilot so that I remember that I'm the pilot. I drive the ship.
Yeah.
So that's me.
Perfect. And we are missing our lovely Mr. Ray tonight. He had a parent conference that he had to go to. And unfortunately, that does mean that Mar Ordo is similarly missing. We still love him, even if his Mandalorian is not going to be with us this session. And I myself am Sophia Esther. I am your game master for the evening. You can find me, my art, and all of my screaming basically everywhere at aka_sketch. On Tumblr, it is just aka sketch with no spaces and all lowercase. And now, without further ado, we bring you the second episode of A Sterling Garden, the abduction of Crying Dawn Singer. At aka_sketch. On Tumblr, it is just aka. No. Could we roll the we're good to roll the text scroll. And welcome back to the Pelican. We find our crew in where do we find our crew actually? It has been a bit of a drive so far. Roughly
Are we there yet?
roughly a 24-hour full hyperdrive session. What are each of you all doing on this tail end of the journey?
I'm downing caffeine.
Oh, perfect. Where are you downing caffeine? Are you downing caffeine in your room? Are you downing
I'm in the
caffeine?
cockpit.
You're in the cockpit downing caffeine? Beautiful. Yeah. Perfect. No notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You are in the cockpit downing caffeine. Just sitting in your seat. I'm expecting feet kicked up on the dashboard, carefully not interacting with any buttons or switches.
Yeah, I already messed up a few times in the last few weeks. Everybody's been upset with me. I'm like, I'm learning. I'm learning.
Amazing.
Give me some space.
It's Thimble you got to apologize to.
I've tried. I don't understand anything he says, and I think everything he tries to say to me is just that he wants to murder me in my sleep, because I find him outside my room when I come out.
I have found, I've torn through all of my stuff, and I managed to find one of those I'm new and I'm trying buttons. And I'll... Here you go.
Don't yell at me, this is my first rodeo.
Yeah.
I love it.
Maybe Thimble would be nice. I don't know. I've been down in these because I can't sleep anymore because he might be outside just waiting for me. I turn around. Is Thimble behind me?
Thimble is right. Thimble is right behind you, indeed. Just. Just saying hi. Apparently, is what you assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Thimble. Bella, what did he say?
Oh, I'm here?
Are you?
Are you?
I feel like Bella, like, is coming out of her room, is kind of headed that way. Oh, goodness, that door does not want to open. Yeah, like, Bella could be in here, like, looking over maps, you know, tinkering, and kind of hears this from the other room.
In the bridge, got it. Lovely.
Yeah. And just kind of, also, feet kicked up on the table. Because, you know, that's how we do it.
Yeah, what you could tell what he said was, "It's okay. I know that you're gonna fuck up a lot, and that's okay. I've accepted it."
Yeah, he says you best not sleep. Don't even blink, sugar.
Okay. I open another can of energy drink and down it. Not a second thought.
Not a word. Thimble comes over to you. Comes over around you on a mission. Puts out a little claw and puts it down like he wants to give you a fist bump.
She'll nod, give him a little fist bump.
Yeah. It leaves.
I'll keep him in line.
Going out the bridge. To who knows where.
Probably bacon again.
Yeah.
They are incredible baked goods.
Bella will wait until she's decently sure Thimble's far away and then like, he actually ain't that mad, you're okay.
Oh.
Just don't do it again.
How do I get energy drink that I just drank out of my body? Okay. Maybe I'll just stay up for the next few hours, maybe a day. I think I'll be okay if I stay up awake for the next day, right?
To be fair, you could always just drink a third one and just over-caffeinate and pass out.
Joe, that was my 8th energy drink.
You could always just drink a
You thought
9.
that was my 2nd.
How long have you been awake?
Before hyperspace. Hyperdrive. Before going into... I don't know what's happening. Light speed. Going into light speed, baby. I'm okay.
Do you want me to just knock you upside the head and just let you, like...
I've thought about it. Not right now. Ask me in a few hours. I'll
All
probably
right.
give you a different answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's, like, sit there a minute, look to them, look to Joe. To them, look to Joe. Part of me just
5.
like him.
5 credits, so she's gonna pass out in 3 hours.
How wired does Octothal look?
Why? You know.
I can roll perception or insight.
I would like
whichever
you to
one
roll insight. I would like you to roll insight against Octothal's passive deception here.
That's an 8.
They're fine. They're awake, clearly.
3?
Yeah. 5.
Looks again. All right. And we'll pop up, walk over. Excuse us just one sec. We gotta talk a little shop. Gearhead stuff. And close the door.
I'm like, you're dead. Okay.
And then come back and sit directly across from Johanna.
Okay.
All right, sugar.
Should I mute? Sorry. Should I not hear this conversation at all? I can.
I'm gonna say
Level
yeah. Mute
Give me a
them.
thumbs up when you're done. See you later.
I think you might want to hear this, because this is just a bit.
Nope, she's gone.
That's cool. All right. Level with me. You can tell me. I know. I figured we share a wall. I walk by your door all the time. I'm assuming it's short, dark, and mysterious. Short, helmed, and mysterious. I don't know if he's dark.
What? What are you talking about?
Sugar, I know you got someone in your room. You is always talking to someone. Who are you hooking up with? Like, I'm real glad for you.
Would it be weird if I said I was talking to my sister?
Alright, so our, looks around the ship. Benefactor ain't real good at keeping secrets, it seems, so I know she said something.
What?
She said something about sorry about what happened to your sister.
Yeah. You'll see Joe, like, actively kind of, like, now sit very much like I do. One leg perched and all huddled in on herself.
And there's, like, a pause and a thought. So you're not getting down and dirty with no one, then? You're just... I thought you two would finally, that Saren match had come to it.
No, I don't... No. What? No.
I mean, you cannot deny the tension between y'all two. I was hoping it went to the fun place.
Do you mean the who and the what now?
You and the man, the religious one.
Mar?
Yeah.
No. What? No. No.
Because it's just that he's so quiet, I figured that's who he was talking to.
I feel like he's quiet because he just doesn't have anything to say. Isn't that... This is the way.
I mean, look, he's an odd feller. I'm not gonna, But, you know, I think anyone with that kind of culty upbringing's a little... All right, my apologies. I was real sure that you two had turned a corner and it was getting interesting, and I just really wanted some details, that's all.
I apologize for the inconvenience I've caused.
You are adorable. Just to, sorry to put you in the situation. I obviously don't know the details, but I am sorry about whatever happened to your sister.
So am I.
About that time is when Shakeen walks in the door. That's where you all are. Is it landing time already? I thought we had like a couple hours.
Well, Octothal's all hyped up on energy drinks, and they might have, I don't know, found a way to break the laws of physics.
Not with my hyperdrive. This is a piece of junk.
Kicks feet up, watches.
She's gonna make an insight check. We're gonna use this die.
Okay. I'm okay.
That is a natural, a total 12, and I believe that is drastically less than what you have. Oh yeah. How many energy drinks did you say?
I think I'm on 9. We're good.
I believe you implicitly because there's no reason for you to lie about that drastic a number. Why are we on 9?
I'm gonna lean over to Bella and say 8, 2.5 hours.
About now is when a little alert starts pinging on the little table there. You're the communications expert, Bella. You know how to pull it up. It does say the call tag. You don't recognize the. Actually, you know what? There's a possibility you might recognize the name. A very light possibility.
Mm.
Go ahead and make a lore check for me.
All right.
What does the sound of the alert sound like? That was a weird sentence.
Nothing. It's nothing like crazy or angry. Nothing scary. It's probably something like a boo-doo, boo-doo, or something.
I just instinctively smack it, saying, "Shut up! Nobody likes you."
Joe, do we have to talk?
That's a reaction.
Do we need to have a conversation? Do I need to play music again?
Sorry, that sounds childhood. I hate it. It was constantly going off in my house, and sorry.
Bella, what was your check?
That was an 8.
8, lovely. You don't know, you don't recognize this name. The name itself is Aurelius Vaughn. In the tag, you do see Hodek Alor, which is the political division. Shakeen comes over, leans over your shoulder. Who's calling it?
Friend of yours, I assume.
Fuck.
So this is going to be fun then.
I don't know why they would be calling us of all people. She opens it up, and you guys see a hologram of this man. He is a Zexto. He has white skin, deep black eyes with very maroon irises, a very long neck, 4 arms, extremely lanky. It's a little bit hard to tell exactly how tall he'd be over the holocommunication, but he wears an Imperial uniform, actually, with a badge. And anyone that is proficient in lore, or is Bella, can make a lore check for me if you want to read what that badge is.
That's a 16.
16? Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Are you actually proficient in lore?
I am not.
You are not? We're going to add your proficiency bonus to that for this.
Okay. So that's an 18.
No, we're not. We are going to give you advantage instead.
Okay.
Can I go for an idiot savant moment?
Yeah,
I am proficient in lore, so who knows?
Beautiful.
Maybe,
Yeah, come on, do your thing.
Can I also roll just because I also do smuggling stuff?
Right. No. If you don't, I don't think that you're proficient in lore. You are
No,
not.
I'm not.
How do you have half proficiency in everything?
I don't know. I didn't make. I
Is that a feature?
Jack of all trades, master of none.
And I'm hyped up on so many energy drinks, baby.
Oh my god. Yeah, actually, you can make this check because of your led by the force feature.
Oh yeah, baby.
I rolled a 19.
19, and Bella?
Oh, we're sticking to that 16 because the other was a 7 on the dice, and
Beautiful.
that
Okay,
ain't no
cool.
good.
Yeah.
But I do think being the the comms person, I would know like where cameras and stuff are, and the minute I see that like uniform, it's like
I love it. What'd you get, Octo?
Solid 10.
Solid 10? Okay. Bella and Johanna, you would know this man is an Army Sector Major. And that his uniform is not quite right. You can't place what's wrong with it, but it's not the same as the standard Army Sector uniform.
yeah, it's interesting that he's not human.
Mm-hmm. Aurelius puts up one of his hands and does a little wave. Hello? Shakeen? She just stares at him.
Oh, tension with these two as well.
What mess of yours are we cleaning up today, Van?
Straight to the point, I see. We happen to have some information on a unfortunate set of happenings that we thought we had control over in the Raitas sector, which you are now heading towards. We have a Transgal Meg Industries has, or rather the CEOs of them, the Faruls, have decided to work with Moff Owen to stage a coup in the Raitas sector. And under normal circumstances, we would not care, but the Faruls are a far sight worse than Moff Owen is, and they are attempting to overthrow Moff Owen as they're trying to... Forgive me, I am butchering this information. Let me... notes. Thank you.
And he pulls out his data pad.
Alright, Novadine Kotas spy brings the following information. Brig Farul, planetary governor, chief administrator, Transgal Meg, TGM on the planet Nog, and his brother Nak Farul, the special assistant to Moff Nile Owen in the Raitas sector. They're trying to discredit the Rebel Alliance, nothing new. However, those two are trying to gain wealth and power in the process. They're trying to supplant Owen. It has been a day. They're trying to abduct the Crying Dawn Singer and her entourage, including a rebel spy in their company. And they're masquerading it as a rebel plot instead of an imperial. You all can make lore checks, if you'd like to, and for who the fuck the Crying Dawn Singer is.
Which of these dice do I trust?
That is
last sessioner.
That's another 19. I assume it's a crying child.
A 19 total?
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
Real good.
I know things.
Yeah, for the record, if you guys didn't know, easy checks, 5, medium, 10, hard, 15.
Oh.
Very hard is 20, and obscene is 25, impossible is 30.
Yeah, you're a way cooler DM than I am.
Yeah, roughly. But this is also 5e. 5e, these are like the standard scale that it recommends for DMs to use. Yeah.
That's probably in that DMG book that I never read.
Understandable. It's trash. Yeah. So Johanna got a 19.
I'm assuming I think it's a crying child because that was an 8. I have rolled a 6 on 6 different dice.
Rah! New dice. You need to cleanse your dice. Is it a full moon?
You are not. Oh, I almost forgot. Tonight, for everyone, immediately after this, roughly at around 11:30, if you're in the Americas, there's going to be a full lunar eclipse tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Pity.
Yeah. So yes, full moon. Blood moon. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm already tired. It has been a series of days for me. Anyway, Octo, what did you get?
I got a 16 because I keep forgetting to unmute.
16? Hell yeah. Johanna and Octo, you know who this is. You recognize this name. Bella, you aren't entirely sure who this is, but it's ringing a bell.
I'm real focused on this uniform.
Yeah, 100%. Johanna and Octo. The Crying Dawn Singer is a Shashay. It is a bird person. And from a home planet that is unknown to the rest of the galaxy. But the government of that planet, it basically produces it. Their primary export are these singers. These are basically cake pop idols. And they have lovely bird singing voices. If you could imagine because they're a lot taller and their voices would be a lot deeper, this would be like very, very pretty flute or piccolo at the most. And it's that's their general vibe, very fast and free singing in that sort of flute tones. These people are trying to abduct this person, and apparently also there's a rebel spy in their ranks for some reason. We're gonna pop.
I start to wonder if this is just like an actual situation, or if this is just the plot line for the newest stage production of The Ballad of Snoot Vacuum.
Make me an insight check.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I love how we throw out the most ridiculous shit. Sophie's like, challenge accepted, roll for it.
Right? So that's a
Bet.
natural 1. Do you have critical failures?
A natural 1?
Yeah.
So
100%
again,
Snoot Vacuum.
I will recommend to the chat again. You can allow this one to stand. There is interesting consequences if she succeeds. Like this isn't just oh my god. But
I will say, last Nat 1, we had 2 redeems for it.
that is true.
We do have one.
I'll
left, though.
allow it.
Yeah.
I'll allow the banked reroll.
Can I see if I've worked with this person before? Is how I remember them.
I don't know if you can see that, but
Is
I
it a nat 20?
rated a nat 20
Yeah.
on The Ballad of Snoot Vacuum.
Beautiful. Not quite. Bella and Octo, please mute. Johanna and me.
Okay.
You can't do their things like a secret.
This is going to be a real short one. You're trying to guess, like, is this real life? Is this what's actually happening? You look at Shakeen, and her face does not have that look of enmity as much. It's a very complex series of emotions on her face. It's, I hate this man.
Mm-hmm.
Suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
And opportunity, all at once. This man has a... you can tell a couple things about this man right off the bat. Number one, he is a politician through and through. He is looking for power. He hopes, like any politician, no matter what their ultimate goals are, want power. That is like their big thing. And this person is a part of a secret organization that is trying to manipulate the galaxy in general. This dude wants power, would probably be willing to throw an ally under the bus for more power, but is not willing. You could just kind of tell, like, at a glance over his features, like, this dude's demeanor. He wouldn't sell out his organization, but he'd sell out a lot of other people. But there's also you can tell there's something unspoken between him and Shakeen. Not romantic, there's no tension, but this is an offer that is being made from him to her that is more than just the job. Something weird is going on, and it feels like an act. All right. All right. Yes, so the general plan that they have, as far as we can tell, because the Rebel Alliance is attempting to sign a treaty with the Cherche at the moment, they are trying to discredit the Rebel Alliance by abducting this Cherche. After the planned abduction, they're going to use subspace relay stations throughout the sector to broadcast specially prepared newscasts and ransom demands from the rebel kidnappers. But the Faruls have also prepared their own transmissions, showing Moff Owen's apathy towards this whole situation, which I have my own opinions about that. With him discredited, the Faruls stage an elaborate rescue of the singer, yada yada yada, supplant Owen as Moff, and this corner of the galaxy gets a fair bit worse. We can't let this plan succeed. We can't have a particular set of skills that are used for entering locales and getting at targets. Normally it's for death. And Shakeen is trying to shut him up, but he is not having it. But we figured that a rescue wasn't out of the line of possibility for your particular skills and what I assume you are teaching your students here. Shakeen looks at the crew. Looks at
Bella
him.
does not look at all surprised.
Yeah.
In fact, Bella locks eyes with Octothal.
Alright, so Cherche singer being abducted. I take it you want us to rescue this person. Do you have any leads whatsoever?
As a matter of fact, I do.
And he shows a whole fucking hologram of their fucking entourage. You guys get a silver protocol droid with red detailing. A fat, bald, bearded, masculine human in a skin-tight gold bodysuit posing dramatically. Chest hairs poking up out of his low-cut collar. You have 2 humans with matching aesthetic and apparent purpose. One is masculine and one feminine. Both wear flashy blue and green suits, each with a blaster pistol, which I will allow an investigation check to, discern what type. 2 Ithorians in white robes and heavy green makeup. An albino Wookiee in a red vest, and in the center of the group, a Shashay that looks strikingly similar to a 5-foot-tall parakeet with white feathers, a red splash across her chest, and a red crest on top of her head.
The Shashay in the center is your quarry, the Crying Dawn Singer. The droid is named 6TL or Sextil. It is her translator droid. The big man in the gold suit is Fezta. He is Dawn's road agent and personal manager. The 2 pistol-wielding humans are the singer's bodyguard, named Risk and Ven. There is a reason she only has 2. I cannot express this enough. If you are approach carefully and peacefully, if possible. The Ithorians are Gwerglanar and Drov. They are backup singers. Finally, the Wookiee is Katikam. He is the singer's stage manager. We happen to have a transponder code for the rebel spy. We have not been able to determine which of the entourage is that spy that has been in contact with the Shashay through the Crying Dawn Singer. But we would have a means for you to locate them through that. Any questions?
I have one question.
Of course.
Can we call this operation the Shashay Redemption?
I don't see why not.
I'm in.
What?
Right.
What's in it for us?
You get paid as if it's a regular job. Hodega Law is filling your coffers.
Is there anything more? I don't know. Having an ally right now is really nice. Very nice.
Octo, make a persuasion check.
Okay. This one's rolling like garbage.
Welcome to all of mine.
You said persuasion?
Yep.
I dropped it. That's an 18.
So you're looking for allies? More than you've already made? I'm confused. Clarify for me, please.
Clarification is, we don't stay in one place for too long, so we always need allies. Does that give you enough?
Not exactly, but I think I might catch your drift. That may be arranged. We can discuss that after the job is done.
I don't know if that's good enough for me. Credits are credits. Allies are priceless.
I can only do so much.
Incredible. I'm only asking you to do so much.
I am on Corellia. I can only pull strings for Corellia. But I can see what I can do for where would you like these strings pulled?
Or maybe to have a place to go, if ever needed.
That's simple.
Yes, that's what I mean. I'm not asking you to move planets across this galaxy. I'm just asking for an ally.
There are times when political speech is required, and obfuscating one's intentions for the sake of propriety is necessary. You are, at this very moment, a part of a secret organization with several safe houses across the galaxy. What you're asking for, you already possess.
But what is another? But more safety.
Fine.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Kiramud.
And as he says that, Shakeen pokes the disconnects. Shoot that. Okay. Well.
So that happened.
That certainly did.
Bella slinks back into her seat.
I take another sip of energy drink.
No, sugar.
Can we get a time check?
Thirsty.
How long has it been since we've made that bet? It's been like, what, 20 minutes? Half an hour?
I'll roll. Hold on. I have a number in my head, and if I roll it, I pass out, okay?
Okay.
Beautiful.
I did not pass out yet.
Okay.
And it has gone up too. Because I'm so tired.
Okay.
So
you have your own, like, wild magic chart happening.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Octo pass out chart. Got it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'll still not pass out yet. So,
Awesome.
your bet's still on. For I don't know how many credits, and frankly, don't give a damn. It ain't.
Shakeen, Bella, Shakeen makes eye contact with you, kind of squints a little bit, like she's thinking, and then leans back against the wall and crosses her arms, looks at the rest of you. I think this may represent an opportunity for all of you. I'm going to let you all take a point on this one.
Lit.
You make your plan. You get my share of the credits.
You want us to make a plan?
Yes. Precisely.
Is this some kind of, like, stupid force joke test?
Not a force test, but you can think of it as one.
Because I'm just trying to figure out how we can barely communicate on a daily, let alone try to follow someone else's plan.
I won't be too far away, just a radio call. I'll be keeping an eye out, doing what I can to keep you safe.
So we're supposed to protect the singer?
I think rescue from the attempt.
So
Obviously.
We're the secret cast.
Yes.
So we need to infiltrate the stage theater in order to protect the actor who is probably the one who is giving the information to their own cardinals. And so then we're going to prevent them from being kidnapped.
If that is what you deem necessary, then yes.
That was a albino Wookiee as a stage manager?
Yes. That I saw the exact same thing you did.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of great.
Yeah. I am excited to see what they look like up close.
And your old friend there motions to where the hologram was.
Yes.
It's a pretty convincing uniform.
It's because that's where he is stationed.
In a theater?
No, Corellia is one of the few places where they allow non-humans in their aristocracy. And when they moved into Imperial control, Aurelius managed to keep his station somehow. Not entirely sure whose hands he greased, but he actually did his job for once.
What you're
kept
saying is he's got sexy fingers.
No, I'm not saying that. Wrong gender entirely for me. Thank you.
No, I wasn't saying like it's a joke. Sorry.
Can I roll a lore and or intelligence check to see if I can figure out what was missing and what was askew on the uniform? Because it was off, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
Mm-hmm. I also rolled an 11 to try and see what kind of pistol blaster that was.
Beautiful. You can't
I also
quite
rolled
tell.
an 11 to try and
Yeah.
see
I
what
rolled
kind
a
A 6? Sorry. Yeah, they're definitely pistols.
Oh.
Might be really small rifles. Japan?
Words are hard, yo. What category would you like me to add to this natural 17?
That would be lore.
Lore. So 17 plus 4 is math. 21.
21. Beautiful. Literally, it's the uniform of the Corellian aristocracy. It hits you now as that new bit of information is given to you. Oh, that's right. Now I know what's going on with that uniform. I saw that in the fashion magazine that my dad had. Yeah, that's they have a very slightly different uniform to keep with the traditions just enough that the populace accepts imperial rule. Shakeen kind of still leaning back. So, yes, whatever you feel would be necessary. We apparently have transponder coordinates. And we have several hours of time left to plan and prepare. We should be popping out of hyperspace soon in this sector and be able to make our move. Are we all good? Are we in agreement, or would you rather me
have
take
a really bad idea. I don't know if anyone else wants to go along with it.
I love how everyone's just assumed that we're all agreeing to do this.
I got what I wanted out of him, so.
I mean, my friend is actually in the Ballad of Snoot Vacuum, so if we're going to be going to the theater anyway, I might as well stop in and say hey.
You got someone on the inside. Now that does make this interesting.
I just wanted to make friends with Fester. Try to get in that way.
Of course you did.
What can I say? It's a tight suit. I'm simple. Got simple tastes. I wrote it on my hand. Sorry to remember.
As far as Bella, your comment goes, he can be infuriating that way. He knew that I wouldn't turn down Hodega Law credits. They do pay very well. She shows you a number. This is what they paid me for my last job, and it is a very good number.
There's like a moment of like, and it's like, respectable, I suppose.
So he assumes that I would be in on it. And it's my job as captain of this vessel to make sure you all are in on it. Are you in on it?
Tell you what. Tell me what's got y'all two so hostile against each other.
She looks between Johanna and Octo. Fine. I am of the Kirima division. I am an assassin. We step in when Hodega Law fails. Aurelius Van is a high up in Hodega Law itself. The last job he gave me was in particular to kill a Corellian representative that was supposed to lose the election that had just occurred, and Aurelius and his team were in charge of the campaign for the his opponent, and it did not go well. It was supposed to be a landslide victory, and it was instead a narrow defeat. And so I had to step in and poison his morning coffee.
Effective, but
Some guys just can't hold their arsenic.
Agreed. That is most, actually. Although I do prefer iocane personally. Whatever you do, don't smell it. And just in case, build up an immunity. But this is one example of the many situations that Hodekalor has thrust upon Kiramud. Nearly 100% of the jobs that we have come from failed Hodekalor missions and directives. Most Kiramud operatives do tend to, I was one of them, come in starry-eyed and, oh no, I'm going to make friends with the Hodekalor. The politicians are actually good people. We need them for democracy in the galaxy and making sure everyone gets a say. And then they drop their first job onto you, and you realize, no, they really do suck just as much as everyone says.
So you're just tired of playing janitor, then?
Oh, 100% I am.
I can respect that.
In any case, it sounds like we have a plan. We go visit the stage itself and see if we can catch them practicing. All right. Do your preparations. Do as you need to do. And we will be at the point where we can travel, redirect our hyperdrive shortly.
For the last 4 minutes of this conversation, Octo has been passed the fuck out.
Yes! Beautiful.
You just realized it now.
Transfers credits.
Shakeen looks at them, just nods.
They needed it.
Apparently. Right.
You know, not too long ago I was going to tell you that little droid of yours probably needs a memory wipe, but turns out he's maybe the most charming thing on this ship.
That he is. There's a reason that it has not happened yet. Quite a lit friend. What do you guys do this last couple hours? Where do you go after this moment? Do you stay in here? Obviously, Octo's passed the fuck out.
I'm passed the fuck out. Nobody moved me.
Johanna, what do you do?
I am probably going to incur the wrath of the DM and say, can I contact my friend who works in the theater?
Hell yeah. What's... Did you say the name? I missed the name.
Corey.
Corey? Lovely. Yeah. Go ahead and, where are you going to do this? Are you going to do this here, or are you going to do this in the, cockpit?
I think I'm going to do it in my room.
In your room? Beautiful. Yeah. You go ahead and leave. I'm gonna pop you in there.
Mm-hmm.
Bella, what do you do?
I'm gonna ask this, and it's gonna sound far more suspicious than it actually is.
Okay.
Does Octothal keep their door locked?
Sus!
No.
Bella's just gonna go grab the blanket off their bed, drop it over them. We need them to be able to get us the heck out of here.
Before, as you're about to leave Bridge, Shakeen kind of catches you by the arm. In the interest of transparency, for you in particular, Johanna, please mute us. And Octo, please mute us. Because you are legitimately passive. this is something that happens occasionally. We have much more dedicated teams to this kind of mission. People with far more skill.
I'm insulted.
You should be. You should not have asked us. I think on top of that, this particular mission is below the Chow and pay grade. It is definitely something that we would desire, but it's not world-ending to the point where we would intervene this showy. I want to be very clear to you in particular, because you're not as invested as the rest of the crew. Not saying that they are particularly invested, but
I don't know, Octothal's real keen on making friends.
they very are. I need you to make sure that the mission comes second, and survival comes first. In return, you'll get my share of the credits whether this mission succeeds or fails.
I'm real good at keeping myself alive. Do my best, but I'm sure it ain't gonna surprise you that I've never been much of a team player.
Trying is all I ask. She puts out a hand for you to shake.
Like, looks at it, looks at her, and then takes it.
Yeah. I do believe that they are performing this as a sort of test. They want to see what you all are capable of. Knock their socks off.
That's what I do best.
And with that, you go and you get that blanket.
Get the blanket, drop it over Octothal. It's not it's not super tucked in, but it's like, sleep, we need you. And then we'll just drop back in the chair and start researching that communications frequency, every name, like, information is the most valuable thing in the galaxy. She's gonna research every bit of it she can.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
So here's the problem. I trust none of these dice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you. And then if might also shoot a message over to Thimble and be like, look, we've been hired by this filler. If you got any information on anything that you'd be willing to share, be appreciated.
Wait, what are you researching again? Are you researching Hodega lore? Are you researching Aurelius? Are you researching...
No, I'm researching, like, all the names and all that, but also, like, this guy, like, just anything I can. Like, primarily Bella's focus is going to be, like, the mission, the people involved, the frequency, but also now she knows someone who works for this Chowderhead organization, so there's a good reason, an excuse to ask if Thimble will just hand over the info rather than her having to poke around.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check.
That I can do.
With advantage.
Ooh.
For reasons.
Ooh. I think my persuasion's pretty high. Yeah. That's going to be a 23 persuasion.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. Without even breaking a sweat, you shoot that message over, and you get a message popping up. Here you go, boo boo. And there's a list of Hodeka lore stuff, including Aurelius Van. You find out this man is a father with a husband. And you find out that he was a sort of he was a very young representative. You find out his history coming into the Chowan. He was picked up on an Outer Rim world that the Jedi had overlooked because they do that. And happened to be Force sensitive. One of the Chowan saw him just casually pop something into his hand, and they're like, "Hey, how do you do that?" And he's like, "What do you mean? I just do it."
Yeah.
And it's not a weird thing, but clearly it is weird, and that's how he got picked up. He realized that he could make a difference in the galaxy by getting into the government sector. Then Order 66 happened, and he had to deal with a lot of Jedi blood. And then the Empire became formally really there, and he realized, in order for me to still do the work that I have to do, I have to be a part of this shit. And so he wormed his way through the proper channels and kept his position. He has not been able to move up since. But he is in a relatively high-ranking position on Corellia itself. Can't seem to move any higher. Yay! Systematic space racism. Anyway,
yeah. Bella makes perfect sense. Yeah, not human. Makes sense.
Yeah. Do you want to know? Does Bella skim over the stats on his bright arm and saber?
Nah. I don't think we're going up against him. I don't care.
Okay, sick. Yeah, just kind of skips past it. You see, like, weapon statistics and make, all right, no, don't care about that shit. You find a lot of information on this man. And you find a lot of information on Hodeka lore itself. It is a good, they do good work. Shakeen talks about having to clean up their messes a lot. You gather that the only reason that she has that opinion is because she is Kiramud. They do a lot of good work. They keep a lot of people that shouldn't have power out of power, or at least limit the amount of power that they have, and they get themselves wormed into positions of power with extreme cunning, and playing just the right amount of dirty. I wish our politicians would.
That's gonna happen.
Anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And then, was the other one, do I get to roll tech for that one?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Sure. That's is a 14 on the dice, which with my tech is under intelligence. That's a dirty 20.
Awesome. You have all this information on Hodeka lore. Where are you trying to go with this bit of research again?
So, hi, sir. This is just to try and give us every advantage we can have going in. I want And you don't have to rattle all this off, right? Like this is
Yeah,
quite
sure.
literally just like if it I'm doing this now, so if it comes up later, you can be like, oh, by the way, you would have
Perfect.
told this
I
kind of thing.
love
Like,
that.
don't have to soliloquy. But you know, all the information and background information we could find on all of this cast of characters, schematics of the theater, things like that to maybe
Yeah.
help us figure that out. And then any information I can potentially get on the again, I don't know if it'll get us anything, but you know, since we know the frequency, I want to just like try and figure out if there's anything, or at least pin that away so that later if we
Yeah.
pre-program it in, so it'll ping me if it's being
Beautiful.
activated, anything like that,
Absolutely.
so we could just be ready.
I rope all that into that check. I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah, like I said, don't round it off now, but if it's useful
yeah.
and relevant later.
Mhm. Yeah. You spend the rest of your time doing all of that prep. We're going to call that Batman time for you. Bella's got Batman time. Johanna.
Feet
you're
like
trying to-
this far from Octothal's head on the key table.
Beautiful. Johanna, you're trying to contact your friend in the theater.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit in my room for a second because it's been a minute, a hot New York minute, as the kids like to say. I'm gonna sit there. If you could like see over my shoulder, it's like I got my little data pad, my Pip-Boy, if you will. And I'm like hovering over the name of Corinthia, and I'm like, and I just smack it.
It takes 2 seconds of ringing for this to pop up. It's like very little time. Hello, Johanna. It's so good to see you. What's going on? How do you...
Hi! It's been a minute.
Last I heard, you'd run off.
I mean, I think
You're-
runoff is...
Your parents contacted me to see where the fuck you were.
Yeah.
Did
So-
you even leave a note? Did they just not find it?
That probably would have been smart, huh?
You didn't even leave a note. Joe.
Look, you know the way I roll, and
I do.
I make decisions. Decisions were made. I didn't think I was actually going to follow through with it.
You're messy. I love it. Oh my goodness. So where are you? You said you made a plan. You didn't know you were going to follow through. Where are you?
So, yeah, so I'm on a ship called the Pelican with, yeah, yep.
You see.
And I got hired by this person named Shakeen. And ironically enough, we are headed to...
You got hired by a person named Shakeen?
Did I say that?
The Pelican is registered under an Iseti Va. Are you sure you're on the Pelican?
Looks at my hand. Yep.
All right, continue, please.
So, it just so happens that, I am going to be coming to see you.
You're in the Rata sector?
Yay!
Oh. Oh, goodness. Fuck. I wish things are a little crazy here.
I know! I heard you were on stage. I saw your playbill. You're in the Ballad of Snoot Vacuum, and I couldn't believe it finally got on stage, and I was so happy for you. I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for me to come say I'm sorry.
Whatever for?
Reasons.
Okay. Well, things are a little crazy. I'm actually acting crew tonight. I was supposed to be acting crew tonight. Our performer hasn't showed.
Oh, what do you? Oh, when I thought the ballad doesn't go on deck until like a couple of days from now. What are you working now?
Yeah, well, there's a sachet performer coming. Have you heard of the Crying Dawn singer?
No.
She is lovely, just beautiful music. You should literally just look her up on the HoloNet. It is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But she's supposed to be performing tonight, and she didn't show up for her dress rehearsal.
What time's curtain?
Curtain is about 1600.
What time is it now? Like in the is there like a time difference? Is there time zones?
You guys are in hyperspace, so technically there is not really any time right now. But it's galactic standard time is what she'd be referring to. And you just think military bullshit. It's like 10 now.
I'll see you in 2 hours. Love you, bye! Poof! And I slam the thing down and run away.
You do so.
Yes.
Where do you go?
I'm going to hoof it back to the close my character sheet. I don't need you right now. Yep. What do you mean it collides with a wall? Open my fucking door. Back to the door. Open it. Open the door. Close the door. Open the door. Smack my hands on the table. And I say, okay.
Octo, you are woken up to Johanna smacking her hands on the table.
I didn't fall asleep.
No, you just teleported a blanket to you.
Oh, wait, who put the blanket on me?
The,
I think it was Thimble.
Okay.
Okay.
Shawshank Redemption is a go. We have to be on the, we have to be in the theater within the next 3 hours because the singing Dawn child, crap, I wrote this down for a reason.
The crying?
Nope. Yep. Crying Dawn singer. Crying Dawn singer.
Yeah.
There we go. English is hard. She has not shown up for her dress rehearsal, and if I know anything about stage theater, which is everything, then we need to go there now because shit's going down.
I'm sorry, that
Roll
is
up.
very important, and I am very invested, but you know everything about theater?
I mean, not everything. I didn't get into like the wardrobe part of things because I sewed a shirt to my pants. But everything else, I'm pretty much all down with the theater. Yep.
You're a theater kid.
Yeah. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I'm just trying to imagine you up on stage.
Oh no! I don't act.
With the power of movie magic, we exit about now.
Smash cut.
Smash cut. You exit out of hyperspace, and right before you make your next leap.
Shut up, your meat likes you.
Sugar, you have really got to...
Joji's answer.
Beautiful. It is our good friend Aurelius Vaughn again. Sweating. Bullets.
Bella does not move out of frame this time.
Clearly. All four hands on the desk. They've moved on him. We have a locale. They got him in. Excuse me. They moved on her in transit.
Yeah, she didn't make dress rehearsal.
Fuck. Follow the transponder. That's the only lead we have now.
Great. Okay.
Who knows how long? Who knows how long we have? Octo. Go ahead and make me a. You have that. Actually, any of you, go ahead and make me a technology check to determine where the fuck we need to be going. right now.
Mhm.
These dice are on fire! Technology lol. 22.
22, beautiful.
The only time Joe is gonna be smart and active.
Joe, you know transponder codes because you learned how to hack them when your parents put one on you because you kept running off. So you know exactly how to make these work and how to follow them, and you and your I'm gonna say actually you and your sister. You would find each other. Yeah, cool. Anyway, you on this table just very quickly. Najarka. That's where this rebel spy is, at least. Who knows where the fuck the Shashay is.
That's where we're headed.
Alright, then.
Alright. I can. Yeah.
Doing it live.
I would like to take just a couple seconds to pull out the splicer kit and try and just, if there's a way I can intercept or interfere with that transponder code so other folks will have it redirecting somewhere else, just in case someone else is looking for her.
Yeah, make that splicers check.
Can I give the help action to VPN that shit?
Absolutely, you fucking can. Please.
Ooh.
Okay.
And take an inspiration die. Holy shit.
So I rolled 2 12s, but that's an 18.
Yay!
Beautiful. Love that. Yeah, you.
What size is an inspiration die?
You're gonna consider like a bardic inspiration.
Yeah. What size?
It's just D20. You just roll. Like, it's like a free advantage. Or a reroll.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a reroll. I'll give you a reroll. A little hero point action.
Thank you kindly.
Of course. So you guys have time pressure. You as players. Sorry, like you as characters have time pressure. In terms of how to transfer that to you players, here's what's going to happen. We don't actually care how long it's going to take your characters to do these things, because we're going to put a timer for 2 hours on the board. At certain intervals, things are going to happen. You might be faster than the timer. I have run this session once before. They were faster than the timer, barely. At 2 hours, something is going to happen that's going to cause you to completely fail the mission.
I would like to roll for panic attack.
I'm pretty sure that's a free action.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
All right. So, are we good? The timer will start the second that you land on the planet, because I am somewhat forgiving. Okay.
Should we take our quick bio break and
That
then
is
do
a
it
very
after?
good idea. Let's do that.
I need a stress smoke.
All right. We're going to take our break that I completely forgot about right now, because that makes a lot of fucking sense, honestly. And when we come back, we're going to have 2 hours on the clock.
I believe in us.
Sexy fingers.
Bye, game. Bye, game.
Sexy face. Pilot's log. Octorthal, the Pelican. Man, that's wild. I can't do that. I should definitely do skipping over the diary notes. Pilot's log. Pilot's log. Torkel. The Pelican. Anyway, I guess this is a diary of sorts. So, I'm in my room. How do stuff I watched? You're like, oh my gosh, I have a crush on somebody. There's really nothing there. Not that they're not bad to look at. Well, they're nice to look at, but the issue is that. Anyways, pilot's log. I'll find a ship. It's called the Pelican. It's like a bird or something. Flies. Can't fly. I mean, maybe soon. Maybe soon. I'm gonna end it here. No, I can't do this right now. Pilot's log. Day 2. Octorthal. The Pelican. That's fun. I like doing that. The Pelican. Octorthal. Anyways, Belle and I. It's so... I could read so many people and I can't read her. Don't even get me started on Mar. I don't know how to read through the mask. What do I do now? I mean, I want to be, you know, a friend, maybe. Obviously a comrade. But I don't know how to get there to them. You know, piloting a ship, so I'm kind of away from everybody. But I feel like everybody's kind of away from everybody. It's never like this on Tatooine. All of us are just together all the time. I remember putting my parents on my shoulders. Riding around those sand dunes. Spooking them. Not having a care in the world. They need to know. But they can't. Anyway. I don't have anything else to say. So, I'm gonna log off for now. Octorthal out. For someone who used to keep fucking secrets as close to them as I did, I can feel it bursting at the seams about this. Octorthal, day 3 or whatever. I'll say it here, so that I have it somewhere. Maybe I'll be lucky enough that this will stay just here with me. Shakeen is half right that I'm force sensitive. But I'm more than that. Things have been happening when I'm practicing by myself, when no one is watching, and there's a darkness. There's a darkness that wells inside of me. And I think about Tatooine, and I think about my parents, and my siblings, and my siblings, and my siblings. This is some stray that got on our ship who loves to keep me company. Yeah, you do. But this stray keeps me grounded. I think in turn keeps everybody safe from me. It's I'm doing my best. Is it time for food? Is that why you're yelling at me? I guess I have to cut it off here. So, Octortle out.
Tired of endless meetings when you need to act? Need a little blasphemy in your morning routine, eh? Come down to Revan's Diner, the only Jedi Civil War themed restaurant in the galaxy. We both
Listen, a taste of luxury for the price of peace. Come to Waters Deluxe Touring Gospel, where we definitely don't stop.
Breaking story from Naboo. In security news, a hand of the Emperor's docked planet side here in Theed. Watch out, Jedi scum.
We all know the cowardly traitors will run off planet from a true child of the Emperor.
got long speedos. I've got speedo bags. I've even got droid animation. Here, I pass it back to you.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome us back, please, our beautiful faces. This is still a Sterling Garden. Where we left off, the party just found out, hey, their target that they're supposed to rescue from abduction has already been abducted. So that's great. And this is where they're heading, or at least we have transponder codes for one of their entourage. Who knows if they split up? Yeah. We're gonna slap a big, pretty timer on the board.
It's like one of those perfection timers where you're just constantly going to hear the tink, tink, and then everything explodes.
No, it's not. I am gonna do this. Well, I would like to do this like streaming it into where you guys can see it.
I do think there was a way to do that in VOD Ninja. I don't know if you download the app, but it's there.
Beautiful.
At least it was. But I don't know if that's a producer thing.
Yeah, I don't have that access right now. So we're just gonna do this live, like every fucking other thing here. I have 2 hours on my iPad here, and I'm ready to start it whenever we land. You guys are already popping out of hyperspace. You, Bella, did some research on Najarka.
Yes.
Couple things that you learned. As you're popping out of hyperspace, you can see what you have researched in all of its beautiful glory. It is a planet with 2 massive ice caps on it. And I do mean massive, to the point where the only living things on the planet is this big green strip around the equator, this giant fucking jungle. And as your space, real space flying over the surface of the planet, getting those transponder pings, not quite there yet, not quite there yet, not quite there yet. You can look out and see what you already know of because you've researched it. Excuse me. But it's a little different to see it up close.
Mm-hmm.
You see the jungle trees where they meet the miles high jungle trees, where they meet the ice cap that is sort of melting. It's this soggy mess all the way down to the forest floor, wherever that is. Not that you can see that very well. It is. It's been a subject of survey by the Imperial Survey Corps. You know a little bit about the. I'm not going to go on a soliloquy right now. I don't need to. We don't want to. We go through. You know a little bit about the nature here. You guys go over the top of this rainforest here. This place is teeming with life. You see a lot of pretty birds around, these weird monkey things with long tails. Can't quite get a good look at them because you're traveling. Transponder ping, transponder ping, transponder ping. You find a complex hidden by the tree line, with a couple different places to land.
Is there a lot of space traffic in this area? Are we the only ship?
You are the only ship that you can see.
All right. I need to spend some time making sure we're on as few radars as possible.
Beautiful. Make a technology check. Let this be a technology check for now.
I am just gonna use my Defiant with that. That's a 14.
14, beautiful. Yeah, you do so. On this complex, you see a couple different landing pads. One of them shows signs of recent use.
Okay.
Do you land on the unused one with the overgrowth, or do you land on the one that has recently been used?
Well, we'll tell the group. Looks like that's where they landed. I don't know if we want to come in right there or try and be sneaky.
Bella did research on this planet, correct? So, what do the creatures in the jungle look like?
There's a couple things. She succeeded handily on this research. Pull that up here. There's insects of various sizes, some as big as a person. You have very pretty birds. Those monkeys, they're the how do you pronounce it? Kichikolia. The Emperor has actually taken a couple of these for his personal gardens because they look like little stormtroopers and have a playful demeanor, but they have a very, very annoying sound, so he had their vocal cords removed.
That tracks.
Yeah.
You look at them and they really do. They're white with these like black markings, right where all the markings on a stormtrooper would be. It's wild.
And I assume they're the kind, if we get near them, they're going to scream and raise the alarm.
Probably. That they would definitely scream at you for sure. But they also seem to always be screaming. You're not sure if that would give you away or if that would make you less of a target for the rest of the creatures in the jungle.
Right.
Another thing is these tree vipers that are in here. They literally...
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, they exist on this planet. Big fuckers that will come at you and are both constrictors and venomous. So that's fun.
I have been canoeing down a river where venomous snakes were falling from the trees. I would not want to deal with a venomous constrictor. That's just not. That's just not fun.
No, it is not. Yeah. So that's a thing to be careful of. You think that being either sneaky or intimidating would be fine to deal with these vipers. As you're floating above the complex, trying to decide where to land, I am going to start the timer.
Okay. Real quick, how active does this complex seem? Right? Is it like a case of there's a bunch of lights on? Do we see any movement? Is it? And then follow-up would be how far from the landing pad, for the used landing pad, is the overgrown one?
Okay.
Ooh. You said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 19.
19? Not used at all. This is off. This is done. You recalled something in your investigations. This was like a research facility, let me rephrase that. You gather that this was one of the abandoned research facilities that the Empire had put on there. You didn't know where it was on the planet because it didn't say. None of your research would have said.
All right.
But that's what this was.
And then how far is the used pad from the unused one? Is it like Are we talking miles? Are we talking feet?
We're talking hundreds of feet.
Hundreds of feet.
Hundreds of feet.
All right.
I am not a pilot, but my question would be, can we tuck and roll and not land?
How would you propose that you do that?
You're staying here, I assume, because this has become the Gong Show. So, you hover, we tuck and roll, and then you whee! And then we say, wee woo, coo coo, we need you back, because we have the bird in hand, and whee!
I'm going to mention something that you may not have thought of. We are going after Imperial targets here. What happens if the Empire lands before I can come back?
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Y'all got any cloaking on the ship? I assume not.
Not yet. That has been in the works for quite some time now.
It'd be good if you could land somewhere out of sight. Because I sure as heck would like a quick escape.
Octo.
Caffeine check.
They've slept it off.
You know how quickly... actually, I'm going to say Octo and Joe. You both know that you could take off at basically a moment's notice of coming back here, especially if Shakeen had any advance notice whatsoever. Together, you guys can get this thing out and into the sky very quickly. In terms of hidden, this whole base is basically hidden. Like, you were not able to tell it was here until you were right above it, and you were only coming here because you had that transponder link, which Bella so cleverly jammed.
If any of the scans or anything can kind of give us a spot where if you're coming in, it's not obvious, oh, look, ship right there. Like, I would like to encourage us to kind of find that spot, if at all possible.
Yeah, that would actually be the recently used landing pad.
Okay.
Whoever was doing this before had some measure of skill, and they knew where to land, which one to actually clear off.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to Joe, kind of like, because we know about that, like, immediate jump, like, after we get on. You're not going to like this. I know you're not going to like this. Just listen. Just listen. We can get the ship started even before we get in. And you know how, but you just don't want to talk about it. Okay?
So you have like a remote start?
No. You are the remote start.
I don't have the keys.
Yes, you do.
Not a pilot. I make ship go fast. You make ship go
fast. I have remote start. You make ship go fast from remote area. Because force in you.
It's just gas.
I'm going to remind the party that there is a 2-hour timer.
Yeah, there's a clock. Friends, we need to get this going.
I'm going to.
If nothing else, we will message the folks still on board.
Yes, and this whole time, I'm going to keep reminding Joe that that's a possibility. But we'll go now.
I'm checking, as I'm walking, I'm checking my pockets, like, I don't have any keys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just, and I'm pushing, like, Joe out of this fucking ship.
Yeah.
Like, just like, think about it, okay? Okay? This Earth is not flat, and there is force, okay?
This isn't Earth. This is what planet is this?
Oh my goodness.
In the Jarta.
Going, darlings.
Yeah, no. This is no. When I say Earth is flat, I mean like terra firma.
Are you guys landing?
We're
Yeah, we've
landed.
landed. And I think
Okay,
we've
you have
already
landed.
What
All
we're
right.
doing before we get
In case you were wondering, the actual like exit for the ship is port side here, in the storage unit. It's literally that door. But yeah, you guys exit through there, and you instantly hear that buzz of all of the insects, see the very pretty vines and flowers draping down. I'm gonna pull us over to the galaxy map for a while, so that we can just, not be. Yeah, there we go. We're not in the Pelican anymore. We are outside. The cries of all manner of creature assault your ears. The only creatures that seem to show any interest at all in the party are those fucking Chimichilia? Kichikualia, excuse me.
Chimichanga.
Yeah, the chimichangas and the chowderheads.
Chimichangas instead of chowder.
The Kichikualia. They're like looking from the trees, just kind of watching you. All right. You know, Bella, that there are two ways to deal with the Vipers. You see that transponder code going. There's a big structure on your left, and then there's a smaller structure on a large pad to your right. The transponder's pointing towards the smaller structure.
All right.
You know how to deal with the Vipers. Is either being quiet or being loud and intimidating.
All right. Are either of y'all quiet?
I can be, but I'm much better louder.
Okay. So here's the deal. There's some big old snakes here,
Mm.
and they're going to fill you with venom and then squeeze your head right off. So we either got to be real quiet or we got to scare them. I much prefer being quiet, but I don't exactly know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. When we got off, did you hear did the monkeys make any noise?
They're constantly making noise.
It's just the normal amount.
Yeah, they're just the normal amount. They're just whooping.
I was always told that I have a very intimidating roar. So,
Alright, so I'm gonna sneak ahead and y'all two figure this out.
So, what I think is I'm going to just... Rah! And I'm going to intimidate the Vipers.
Beautiful.
Hey, so above board,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to use feedback with my at-will power.
Hell yeah, okay.
But because I just
Yeah,
roar.
100%.
Yeah,
I get it, I get it.
I'm gonna doot.
Doot doot.
Yeah. Noot noot.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah. I will have you, for the purpose of this, make a while this is a damaging feature, like a damaging power that you would require you within to be within 60 feet. I am going to allow you to have advantage on this intimidation check through this force power here.
Sure. I would like to have Bella and kind of she would communicate this, right? But we're on a clock, so she's gonna kind of sneak ahead and stay just a little bit ahead of the either two, kind of doing the scout ahead, blaster drawn. But she is sneak, and will stay in communication and keep a ping on her for these two. But
So I'm gonna roll intimidation at advantage. Is that what we said?
Yeah, intimidation at advantage. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's a hot 12.
You still have inspiration, don't you?
I didn't have Bella had inspiration.
Okay, hot 12. Okay. Bella, go ahead and make your check here.
so that's 17 on the dice plus 7.
17 on the die. 17 on the die plus 7. Okay. Oh, we don't have in there. I cry. Beautiful. So that's a grand total of 20 fucking 4 to sneak ahead. Awesome. I am gonna pop you way ahead of the group here. You guys are able to see, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. You are managing to very quickly get past the little vipers here.
I'll just kind of tuck up against a thing and wait for everyone.
Okay.
But
This
also-
is this walkway is very it does not have any guardrails.
Mm.
Yeah. So
And I am eyes and ears. Like, I'm not sneaking to get away from people. I'm sneaking to, like, scout.
sick. Yeah. You do see the big snakes. We have big snake.
Message, there's a big snake off to the left.
Yep. They are just sitting there waiting. The boys. Yeah. Octo, are you gonna try to intimidate or are you gonna try to sneak?
I'm gonna try to intimidate by imitating the chimichanga noise.
Perfect. Okay. Make me a nature check before you make this intimidation check.
Fuck. All I was doing was listening. I was just listening.
There's no consequence for failure unless you roll an @1.
No, it's a not a 1. It's
Beautiful. What'd you get?
3.
3. Yeah, no. It's not.
It's a 6.
It's not great. Your throat is very, very dry because of all of the energy drinks that you drank and no hydration. You have
What are you
to
talking
drink
about?
water.
Any drinks or drinks?
Hydrate or die straight, gang. Yeah.
I'm just gonna line up a shot on this thing. I've just got it prepared.
Okay, and then I'm gonna roll intimidate now.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. Okay. That's a 23.
23? Beautiful. Despite your coughing, Bella, you watch as Octo is, calling, and it sounds like a dying dog, but
How are they doing that so well?
the snakes do retreat off into the woods. They're like, I don't want whatever the fuck that is. And you guys make your way across the walkway with no real issue. And skip the Viper fight. Good job. That would have taken a shitload of time.
I'm sad that chat does not get to see Snack.
Snack.
If you want to show off the snack, Baba Yaga, there
It's
are...
a good snack.
Yeah, it is a good snack. There are little tokens off to the north and south of this map that you can double click to pull up, and then pull up their little avatar. I drew a really shitty snack.
It's not shitty. It's friend.
fight.
It's great. Here's the
is
problem. If we had to
amazing.
fight them, my animal handling is -1. I would be trying to befriend the snack.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Want to boop the snoot.
60.
That's right.
Oh my god. Okay.
So cute.
Yeah. You guys make your way into the you guys continue down the path. And you find the complex. It is a white building overgrown with vines. This whole complex is like hexagonal. It's got landing pads and outbuildings separated from like the main garrison. The landing pad that you went on has a walkway that goes straight to where you need to go, thankfully. The building that you're at is the white with overgrown vines. There is a forgive me. This platform is much larger than the others. Branches from they form like a barely permeable canopy above it, making it invisible from the sky. The trees kind of grow close to it, almost shielding like a precious sibling from the harsh world around. Vines have anchored themselves in the building walls. Despite the full covering, the vines stop right before the main entrance, which is a door made of thick, clear, transparent steel. You can't see very much of the building behind the vines except for this door. Above the door itself is a sign that reads Imperial Biological Research Center, Najarka, in large, imposing lettering. There's no power, so the automatic door does not open as you walk towards it. And there are no other doors in the building that you can see.
Do we see any signs of this thing being, like, pried open? Is there any damage to the door?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
This is not my best, y'all. Just so we all know.
Can I give the help action?
Or if you would
May
like-
I assist?
Are you both doing this?
I think we should
I
both
was
do
gonna
it.
let Bella roll with the
I mean, I am happy for Bella to ask this question, and then everyone or someone else, because it's real bad.
Bella, it sounds, if you guys are both doing this, I'm going to have Johanna roll with advantage.
Yeah.
For reasons. I would like to be somewhat kind, even with the timer being here.
We said perception?
Yeah, advantage.
16.
16? Beautiful. Very, very easy to tell. There are no signs of the door being broken, but those vines stop right before the door because they were cut with a vibroblade. Like, it's really fucking easy to see that. Kind of looking around, you can't see any other ways of entering besides this door.
Is there a keypad or a push button receive bacon or enter key?
This is an automatic door. It should have opened when you come up. You would need to get power to it to make it open.
Can I just open the door?
Are you? How do you propose to do that?
I propose to use a force point or multiple force points. I don't know how many force points I have to use.
What are you trying to do?
Hold on, it's not scrolling.
I feel like Joe's just walking back and forth like, I know I have a soul. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not... You know when, like, the grocery doors don't open and you're like, hello?
Yeah. I'm just trying to use force push-pull and just, like, slide open the door.
Okay. I'm going to have you make...
lines that go in.
I'm going to have you make a force power check, which, due to our rules... So, I don't know if any of you guys know Star Wars 5e. I have done some bullshit for these people because I wanted everyone to have some force powers to use. Everyone has had their force power leveling increased by a tier. We're not going to talk about what the Jedi look like because canonically the Chowans suck as Jedi. As Force users in general, all of you are effectively third casters, except for Octo, who was a Sentinel and a 2/3 caster, so is a full caster. But in exchange, they used the lower of their two stats between Wisdom and Charisma instead of the higher of the two for universal powers. If that all went over your head, because you don't know Star Wars 5e rules, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the ride. Yeah, go ahead and make that horsepower check.
I had to use the lower.
You have to use the lower.
No.
This is the brakes.
I mean, it sucks. It's a 15.
15. That's pretty fucking good.
I'm saying. I have a +0.
Better than me, I have a -1.
Yeah, you really try. You guys see Octo reach out their hand, and you see the door wiggle, strain, and then close again.
Do I see any power lines or any way to get into where
Make a
powers
technology
might
check.
come from? Oh no, not technology. That's only a 12.
12. Easy enough to like understand where this thing is to open. You know how to open up a panel, and if you could find a way to power this, if you could find a power source, you could trigger it.
I don't suppose a power cell battery would work.
Which kind? From what?
I have some extras from my blasters.
A blaster battery, you could rig it to.
Got a splicer kit. Just need to jump it.
You could figure that out. You could figure that out.
Would a gravity generator be any different?
A gravity generator?
Yeah.
That would be an easier. That would be an easier time.
Yeah. Okay, I give mine.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Go ahead and make another technology check. This one's a little bit more difficult.
Okay. Does my splicer kit help at all?
This is you're gonna.
I assume not.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna give you the powering for free because you already made the technology check to like find out where to open it up. Is pop the battery in. Make the slicer's tools check.
Okay. And that is, sorry, I've got it. I just don't actually know. I assume it's intelligence.
And proficiency because you have slicer's tools.
Okay, cool.
And if you took that as your expertise, then you can take that as, then you get double your proficiency.
Technology or just?
This is slicer's tools.
Yeah.
It's going to be intelligence proficiency.
Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's only 11.
Have you used my reroll yet? That I gave you?
Not. I can do that right now. That's much better. 13, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 17.
17? Perfect. You kind of get in. There's a moment where you kind of, mine's not quite getting it in, and then you kind of breathe in, focus. No, you have it right. You just need a second. And
come on, sugar, work with me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you guys, after powering the door, you guys see Bella kind of data pad, and then door opens. You have access.
Right. I will hand the gravity generator back. Hopefully it's still working.
I can charge it if it's not. It's alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are
On
y'all
the
okay
inside. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Are you okay with my continuing to just sneak ahead? I will let you know anything I see. Not gonna leave you behind if you're not okay with it.
Sorry, I'm just seeing if there's anything that I can give you. I don't think there is. I'm good.
Nothing but my utmost confidence.
Alright.
Beautiful. You make your way inside. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me because you're continuing to sneak, and you've done something that would break that.
Yep. I am not trusting that dice anymore. Okay. What is... Oh yeah, stealth is my best. That's a 22.
Awesome. You do so. On the inside, dim natural light permeates the building due to windows at the ends of each of 6 halls that flowed from the center to the corner of the hexagon. Very, very little pinpricks of light coming through the vines. None of the automatic doors work at all, but these ones can be opened manually easily enough. There's no furniture, and scuff marks cover the floor. There's empty mounting brackets all over the walls. Unpowered utility lighting units line the ceiling. It would be very, very bright in here if they were on. Immediately as you walk in, you see the 2 bodyguards dead on the floor. Single shot to the head.
Quick scan.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Have we joined Bella in the entranceway?
Up to you.
I mean, I'm assuming we kind of both, like, Bella steps in, quick scan. With the 3 is not going to see anything, and then we'll just motion everyone in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I would like to quickly go over the bodies of the guards to see if there's key cards, to see if there's keys, access somethings, anything.
And I want to see if this is where the transponder's pinging from.
Okay, I'm going to be fully real. I did not think of this, and I really fucking should have. Why the fuck did I think, hey, they're going to investigate the bodies? Take an inspiration die, because I should have thought of that shit. That's so stupid of me.
No,
make an investigation check.
Can I check to see if there's like any blood or anything on the walls to signify where the bodies or like where our target is?
I mean, cool. We're gonna start with transponder. Transponder not pinging on the bodies. It's pinging towards a wall that you can see sort of down the hallway. There's gonna be a door at the very end of that hallway that'll lead you into that section of the building.
Bella, like, will lock eyes with everyone and do, like, a series of hand signals. Transponder signals coming from down the hall that way. I gotta teach y'all some stuff.
Johanna, make me that investigation check, or what is the investigation check? 8? Yeah, you do find ID cards. But you don't find anything else of note, really.
That's okay.
The blasters are gone?
Their blasters are gone, indeed.
Can we tell from kind of which direction they were shot from? Like, up high, on the ground, in front, behind?
Directly into it. This was not with that low of investigation check, and with you already down the hall. 30 minutes have elapsed. I have a thing. Shakeen, you guys kind of get a message over your comms.
Alright, they've set up the first big subspace transmission. We can still succeed. Things might be a little more complicated now. Our best chance is to find the entourage and save the singer. they'll be able to be witnesses to the sachet, and we'll smooth everything over.
Yeah.
We'll hit the thing. The guards are dead.
Yeah. You make your way down the hall. Do you go into the door? Or do you
No,
wait for
I
your
am.
party?
I am kind of creeping ahead, and again, it's all
Okay.
eyes and ears. Like it's
Okay.
not anything other than I know I can be sneaky. If there's something here, I want to warn everyone so that we can come as a group.
Perfect. Yeah. That's the polite thing to do. Is that anyway? I am so sorry.
I have to specify because
Yes.
you know what character I'm playing.
I do, yes. Anyway, yeah, doesn't seem to be much here. You guys make your way down the hallway. Once everyone is there, do you open the door?
Can we do a quick sweep to just see if there's any electronic signals coming
Yeah.
through? Like,
100%.
yeah,
Technology
I would
check.
love to do that.
Yeah.
16? It was only a
16.
10.
Doesn't seem to be anything much. You do get a... You know what? You get a ping from a droid somewhere in the area that is barely active.
Okay. Again, there's like a... There's a droid in the area. It's barely active. It's the only technology I'm getting. Y'all ready? You got your weapons out?
That's probably the droid from the entourage. So, is there any way that we can not barge into whatever party's happening on the other side of this room? On the other side of this door?
We can try to find that droid, but this is... Is there another room, like, past it or on either side?
It's hard to tell, because it's basically the way this is organized is there's 6 hallways coming from the center. You are looking at basically a triangle.
Yeah.
And you've gone down this hallway. You're going to go through here and go up the triangle is how this is going to go.
Okay. I don't know that there's something right here.
Those who hesitate are lost. Blink!
You open up the door, and you see a fat man in a gold suit hanging from his ankles with a blood-red head. Barely breathing.
Fester.
It's still alive. Great. Pulls out the vibro dagger.
I get under the body so they just slam on the floor.
Beautiful. You go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check, Bella.
How far
Vibro dagger. Make me an attack roll.
Is he anywhere near? Like, how is he in the very center of the room? Is he near a wall?
Basically, yeah. Hanging from the rafters.
All right. So that is going to be... God, which of these dice do I trust? I got a +5. Ooh! That's an 18 on the dice for a 23.
There you go. 23. Fuck yeah. Easily enough. Cut him down. There is a room past this. You guys catch him. Bring him down. It'll take him a bit to wake up, but he's at least going to be stable.
Yeah. And again, checking. Is the transponder on this one?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Perfect.
Is there anyone in the room with us?
You know that it's going to be at the very end.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the room?
No one else in the room, just this dude. He was just left there.
Do we have any, like, paper? Does anyone have a journal or anything like that? No. Okay. Bella's going to take his hand, write quiet on it, and just put his hand over his face.
Take it as a fucking inspiration! What is this party? Oh,
Look,
beautiful.
Look, I just said I want that to be the first thing he sees.
100%. Yeah, no, that's a great call. Yeah, that's so fucking good. Yeah, you succeed. You do that.
You spelled pelican wrong.
I'm gonna go to the door in the back.
Okay, you do so.
Bella's just like,
Do I see any blood or anything on the door into the back?
No.
Do I see any like movement of any sort, like of like stray papers, moved chairs, things like that?
Oh well, I mean, there's no furniture in here. It was all removed. This place was abandoned.
So there's no movement of dust or anything that anyone would have walked all the way back here.
I mean, dust, yeah. There's people that have like gone through here, yeah.
Okay. So, do we go through?
nothing to do but press on.
Okay. I open the door.
Lovely. Almost an empty room. There's a large white cube with a single window, and then another room ahead of you.
So like a cube inside of the room?
Yes.
It's like one of those creepy,
towards
like...
the edge.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna
Is that...
circle around and peek in that window.
Yeah, there are 2 Ithorians passed out in there. Looks to be sealed.
Oh, look at Joanna. We should probably do them a solid and... I don't know if they can breathe in there.
No. Joe, we're trying to get them out.
Oh!
Yeah. They're on our side.
Oh!
Yeah. So if you could, get that, that'd be great. That'd be so
Padding for a hip flask that she doesn't have.
So, where I'm, like, smashing the window to get the air?
Can you...
No. Use your brain. Use your smart. And get it open.
You're a mechanic, ain't this your thing?
Yeah.
Window?
There's gotta be...
It's a door with a window. Cube, door, window.
Open door. Maybe no alarm.
It opens as Joanna does that.
I walk in and check to see if they're still breathing.
They are now.
I drag them out.
Beautiful, good job.
Do you want to do this again?
Did you smell anything? Did it smell like rotten eggs? Like, what?
What did I smell?
Pressure on.
Does it smell like
like
chloroform?
metal.
There's no smell. They didn't even piss themselves, so we're good.
Amazing.
Who am I
I'm
wrong
the weird
with?
one?
Okay.
There's another door after this. You can keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
just
just
sneaking on through.
Yeah,
We got an albino Wookiee to find.
And another droid.
Yeah, you guys see...
You can romance the droid if you want. I've got eyes on that Wookiee.
I'm not romancing a droid. Hello?
Why does everything have to be romance with you, Bella?
Oh, I thought you were going to say me. I was like, hello?
Life's more interesting that way. What's the point of being alive if you ain't having a little fun?
I hate for this to be so straightforward, but you open the door and you find... oh, look. Another person chained to the ceiling, hanging. This is the Wookiee. Hanging by their wrists this time. Their limbs are secured by like a specially constructed frame. They are shaved in various places. It's...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Kitten rapist.
It's... Yeah.
Maybe I should cut them down.
And at the very end of also in this room is the droid. Lying discarded and unoperating in the corner of the room. This Wookiee is bloody. It was not great. She was left here to die. She will die if not given medical aid very soon.
I will go over to the Wookiee and I'm a shorty, so I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put my shoulder underneath its butt and try to lift it up a smidgen so that it's not so tight on their wrists, so that Octo can cut them down.
Wait, are they still? I thought it was ankles.
No. Wrists this time.
Okay.
Ankles the first time.
Unconscious, right?
Yeah.
I can cut him down. Bella, do you want to check the droid to see if that's what was putting it
Yeah,
for
I'm
you?
gonna let you two handle that one. I'll head over to the droid and just see how the little fella's doing.
Yeah, you do so. Go ahead and make a technology check.
Okay, you were being good.
Octo, meanwhile, make me a sleight of hand check with the
Chat!
help action from Johanna.
Chat! How did you roll that one? I did not roll a nat 1. I rolled a fuck.
Amazing.
There it is.
Perfect. No notes.
I told you to behave, mother lover.
Thank you, the Lurking Rider. All right. We're gonna deal with Octos first. What did you? What was your?
Sit sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand. Yeah.
That's a nat 20.
Fucking beautiful. Easily enough. You're just like, why are you even? Okay, that's fine. And comes off. Literally, the entire apparatus unravels as you get this shit off. And she slumps. And with 1 minute to spare, you have saved every single person in here. If you had left like 1 minute more, and any of these people would have been dead.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Well done,
What the fuck, gang? I told you this shit was tight.
Heroes, what can I say?
Yeah, apparently.
And with that reroll, thank you so much, Lurking Rider.
Beautiful.
That's a natural 19 for a 25.
Let's get it.
And with that, I would like to request that I just make sure that droid does not come awake screaming.
You know what? I will allow it. You recognize that you kind of do some minor maintenance here, and then before you plug in that last cable, you find a little volume knob and twist it all the way down to 0. This droid hops up and immediately starts gesturing and...
I know. We saved your friend. Your other friends are back there. I need you to not be loud. We're trying to rescue. Okay? Okay, and we'll turn the volume back up.
Oh, thank you. I am so glad that you've saved me.
Okay, it's appreciated. Save the... Tell us everything you can, as quick as you can.
Are we going to go after my glorious master, the lovely crying Dawn Singer, her beautiful plumage gracing the stage once more?
I love that everyone else is hearing... Okay, yes, we are. I need you to just, again, be as quiet and as concise with your wording as you
Protocol
can.
droid.
Okay, perfect.
Protocol droid.
So
Yeah.
we're in trouble.
You all
Oh,
are
boy.
hearing this, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. As quiet and concise as you can. hang back a little. We'll keep you safe.
Okay.
Okay? Do you know who took it? Do you know how many people were? Tell us everything you can.
The,
Quickly.
The pirates people, I assume pirates must be,
How
maybe
many?
rebels. There's, 7.
Those ain't good odds. Alright. Anything else important?
Not that I can think of. I shut
Alright.
down quite quickly.
Alright. Hang back a little bit.
Okay.
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 Glance at the Wookiee. Is Wookiee gonna be okay?
Wookiee is needs medical attention. Definitely.
I will attempt a medicine check.
Beautiful, do so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bella's gonna be talking to the droid while John is doing that.
Does Star Wars have the Good Samaritan Act? That's a 6.
Tell you what. Bella is getting talked at by this protocol droid and looks over and sees Johanna, like, making it worse. It's like, reaches in, pulls out a med kit. Med pack, hands it over.
Med pack. We love it. Are you
Use
going
that.
to?
Okay.
Those are potion rules, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Awesome. That's nearly max healing. We love that. Yeah.
Much muttering under the breath. It's a good thing, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. That cost me valuable stuff.
See, I tried to put a band-aid on, but it like got stuck on the hair, and it's not even close to where the wound is. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
You're giving her another bald patch. That ain't right.
I just like slide, or like I just quickly pass one of my med packs to Bella. Just pull up in arms about being nice.
Thank you.
The Wookiee kind of sits up. Do any of you speak Wookiee?
But we've got
You
a
all
protocol droid.
You do. You hear.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
by the way.
Thank
Bravo.
you. And the droid, Sextil.
Glad to
Katikam,
see you getting out of a hairy situation.
Katikam, the Wookiee just looks at you with his dead stare.
It's puns for advantage.
That's it.
Katikam would like to thank you and was wondering if any of the others are saved.
We'll look at the others like, do we want to tell them right now? Is this the moment to tell?
We think that everyone is safe. That's all we can say.
Okay, good.
They're all back. Y'all two are the last, I think.
Katikam. It sounds like they took her somewhere else.
We're gonna go try to find the brat. Song, brat. Sing, brat. That
Crying. Crying.
Any of you, please make an investigation check as she says this.
one. 13.
13?
16.
16?
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22. Johanna and Octo. You guys. Actually, I'm going to say all of you together. Book her somewhere else. Empty landing pad, recently used. They're off the planet fully. Johanna and Octo. Someone in this group might have actually heard where they went, especially if you can figure out which one's the rebel spy. Which, you have that transponder.
Yep. Yeah,
And it has to be either the Wookiee or the droid. Bella, you check it. It's the droid.
Really? All right. We'll look at the droid. I think we need to have a little chat about a particular ping I'm getting from you, and I don't know if we need to have this in front of your friend.
What do you mean?
This is how we came to rescue you.
Okay.
Oh, good. Come here, darling. It's just gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead the Wookiee to the others in another room.
All right. Let's be clear, darling. I'm well aware that you are with the rebellion.
What?
Did someone play? Do you know you've got a rebel transponder inside you?
I have a what?
I'm gonna come up behind the droids, so it's Sam.
Bella, make a tech check.
And me and Bella.
Okay.
19.
19. It is entirely possible that this droid itself is the rebel, but has effectively a partition.
All right. It's strange talking to a droid like this. All right. I think a little part of you has been cut off from you, either by you or someone you trust. Would you allow me to see if I can free up a memory that I'm sure is there?
I've
already gone rooting around in one droid's head without asking. I'm not doing it
make a
twice.
persuasion check.
That'd be a natural 20 for a 27.
Hey.
I'm sorry, not a 27, 24. 24.
You are sick. Awesome.
This is what I do.
I would love that. Do you have a more secure location than the room where my partner was interrogated?
We need to, I'm gonna look at Johanna since Octal's in the other room. We need to boogie. So we should grab everyone and get out of here and try and do this on the ship. We gotta get out of here and figure out where they took her.
Okay.
They interrogated y'all here and then just took off? You think?
As far as I can tell.
All right. Come on. We'll fill Octathal in very quickly and start trying to help the injured up and hauling everyone back towards the entrance.
What are you doing, man?
With 5 fucking minutes to spare, I'm gonna progress as if you're hitting the tail end of this.
Yeah.
Like right as you are leaving this area.
I will say too, right before we get out of this hall and back into the big room, Bella's going to stop and go, okay, so not everyone made it. You might want to apologize.
As you pass through Fester's room,
You can talk now. No, we weren't sure who was still here.
Lovely. Thank you. I am so grateful. You.
We're on a time. Let's go.
Okay. Yes. Oh, poor Vector then.
Tempest Puget! And I just shove.
I take it back. You do have to be quiet.
As you shove Fester and his big ass out the door, the lights come on. Bella, you know what this means. Because this shit comes on automatically when certain conditions are met.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are leaving, you look up and you do see an Imperial Star Destroyer hovering in the skyline, trying to find its way to this facility. You have seconds. You guys book it across the walkway. Easily enough, Octo making their stupid whoop whoops that sound almost but not quite entirely unlike a Kijikolia.
Tuki.
And Shakeen is, as you guys go up the walk, you see Shakeen there with a rifle that you have not seen her engage yet. It's funny, you don't see her and then you do because she's putting it away, but you get to see this rifle in its full glory, bits of it floating off of itself like it's not supposed to. Her rifle becomes her pistol again, and she holsters it. You're here? You got them all. Lovely.
Not all. We gotta go.
We are leaving.
And Bella is gonna leave all of the other people to other people, is sprinting to the command, and wants to try to cause a phantom ship to appear on the Imperial's radar elsewhere.
Fucking yes. Make an interfere check with the Pelicans' stats.
Where is it? Where is it? It's not under power, but there it is. Oh, I can't find it because it's not on my sheet. It's on the Pelican sheet.
Yeah,
I know Foundry. It's cool. I'm using my advantage.
Hey, okay.
Thank the gods I did, because that was real bad. I'm using one of my force points. Because heck that. Okay. And then interfere is with
charisma.
Okay, so that's not great. It's only a 13.
13. It's a bit rough. You think you got something. You don't have a very large window. I am, for this, going to have Octo.
Oh, wait!
Yes.
I have Cunning Operator, which means... Okay. Well, I do have to ask, did I fail?
We can count this as a fail.
Because I can use my bonus action to repeat the test against the same target.
Do it. Yeah. That's so sick. Thank you, Cunning Operator.
Yeah! Okay, that is... 15. That's 16. That is better.
Amazing. Beautiful. You have a larger window of time now.
Okay.
Octo, I'm going to have you make astrogation checks. Normally this would be a +1, but because the ship has an astromech droid on board, you can use Thimble's intelligence, which is 6.
Ooh.
A plus 6?
A plus 6. Yeah.
That's a big
to
help.
astrogation. Yeah.
That smart motherfucker. Anyways. So what's that under?
That would be Pelican's astrogation.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a good. It's not proficient in it because you don't have a good hyperdrive. But there is a feature that I don't have loaded in here, but because I'm a great person, called Astromech Integration, and you have an Astromech on board, so you can use his intelligence instead.
And then I'm adding plus 6 because of
reasons.
It's only plus 6 because of TMB1's intelligence score.
Yeah. So then that's a 22.
Fucking gorgeous. You guys make it out with little effort because of Bella's very successful interference, and then you guys immediately make the jump to hyperspace to somewhere else other than here, nearby.
Destination anywhere but fucking here.
With 1 hour left on the clock. You skip
that clock.
2 different encounters here. Besides the snake fight, one where you're fighting to get on the ship, and then one where you're fighting to get out of the planet. Thank you, TIE fighters. We would have had our first space battle, but you guys fucking...
And we don't have our gunner. So hell yeah, I'm missing that one.
So we're all going to do an escape room together, right?
After this. Holy shit.
Sophie was like, I kind of hope you all fail.
I kind of did, because that would have been a very interesting scenario, but it's funny. I'm finding that if I put a timer in front of my players, they work together. It's great.
Organic.
Yeah.
I've absolutely turned players, turned on a timer, and watched the players lose their minds and not be able to do anything. That was also like a 5-minute timer, so that's what it's like. Oh no, what's happening? I don't know. Sorry.
No, perfect. You guys make it into hyperspace. Great fucking job. Shakeen comes up. You've organized everyone into the little living room here. Shakeen approaches and I think how are we organized here? We have Octo in the piloting seat, coming out after launching us into hyperspace for an hour or 2.
Yeah.
We
and
have
a drink in hand.
Yeah, beautiful, perfect, absolutely. Jizz Star.
Ah. What flavor?
Absolutely.
Is it original?
It is original. Sure,
original
why not?
Star. I got you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I love Star Wars lore so much. Technically, maybe we should call it Jizz Whaler. Is the because that is what they're called.
Jizz Whaler. That's even
Jizz
worse.
Whalers.
That's even
Jizz
worse.
Whalers. Yeah, they're the singers.
Original flavor. Okay.
Yeah. So good.
It's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that we've gotten the entourage into the little living area. How are you guys dealing with that? What are you guys doing?
Well, Bella has kind of herded everyone in and then just been like pacing, like all adrenaline still, and is hoping that they kind of take care of themselves, like entertain themselves, but is like in the area-ish, but just the energy.
I am going to attempt to, because they're all with us.
Yes. They're in the like living area,
Right.
like the living room area.
I'm going to attempt to talk to the stage manager.
Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, frick.
And I do think, kind of as we came on, Bella will pull, maybe not pull Shakeen aside, but will specifically like catch her eye and just quietly say, "You got everyone except the 2 guards and the target." And then just
And then I hand Bella an energy drink.
Sugar, you really, I'm not drinking it. You really shouldn't either.
You just right now. Just right now.
I am so high on adrenaline, Sugar Belle. You just, no.
Joe, you're trying to talk to the stage manager. Is a Wookiee. You do not speak Wookiee. Is the protocol droid there with you?
Do I have Gaggle Translate on my my ThinkPad?
That is not a common thing in Star Wars. Like, you see people using protocol droids for a reason. So I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna look around. Where did that protocol droid go to?
I think they're all been herded. Same area.
Yeah, you do see them around that direction.
Perfect. I'm gonna bring the protocol droid over to the Wookiee. You can talk Wookiee. I cannot. I can talk basic. Wookiee cannot.
Give me one moment.
Gotta download the locations. Windows getting window update.
Transponder on that droid.
No, and forgive me, I was checking my voice changer and realizing that I put the wrong one on when Shakeen came through.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Space interference.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
What was your question, Octo?
Did we take the transponder off of the droid when it entered our ship?
No.
I've had it jammed, though.
Okay. And it's still jammed.
Raspberry.
Yeah. My specialty.
So I'm going to use the protocol droid as a a mediary go-between to find out where were they taken from, when, and where did the crying dawn singer who had eyes on her last?
The Wookiee, the Sexil, then responds. It appears that she's saying I did, but that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't remember that at all. I would remember my master's lovely plumage.
Yes, you absolutely would. So you, according to Whitey here, you were the last one to have eyes on the Cardinal.
She says, "Thank you to not call me Whitey ever again."
Fair. I apologize. Very good. In hindsight,
I think at this point, like Bella has been, like Bella has off and is now just like locked in, just like watching this shit show. Just like.
So the droid. So, how should I address you? The Wookiee. What was the Wookiee's name?
Katikam.
Caddy. Cool. That's close enough for me.
Fester. That's what I call her.
Joe, be better than Fester. Catacomb, just say it. Or I will say it for you, and I will just stand next to you, and every time you have to say the Wookiee's name, I'll say it instead.
I can't. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that name properly.
Okay, so then I'll say it. So every time that you want to say it, just tap my shoulder, and then I'll be like, Catacomb, and then you can continue talking.
And I will.
What have I been hooked up with?
I will tap you on the.
Catacomb.
Yeah.
Catacomb.
So you're saying that the last person to have eyes on the Cardinal was the droid?
She she continues to say yes. She's
Okay.
obviously deluded.
You were gonna let me. I think you've got something built up. I don't know if it's for your protection. I don't know if it's for someone else's protection.
Shakeen is leaning against a wall over here, just kind of watching this.
While I appreciate your specific input, I just need you as a translator.
Okay.
No, we need the
Shakeen steps
information
in.
that's in her head.
Shakeen steps in. I can act as translator if you're just trying to talk to Katikam here. Bella, you need access to Sextil?
Yeah. The transponder signal's coming from her. Double looks at the droid, trying to make sure getting the right.
If that's how you all found us, I am eternally grateful, but I am truly not in...
I know. Okay, you need to meet Thimble here. Thimble and I we're gonna try to see if we can figure out what's... Everyone talks so much. Okay, come on.
Oh, what filthy language. Of course, I will come with you. You don't need to speak to me so.
I think he's flirting.
You take her to the workshop. Go ahead and make me a technology check.
All right. I'm using the Thimble dice. Trusting you, Thimble.
Perfect.
Yeah. I shouldn't trust you, Thimble.
Oh no.
I shouldn't trust you, Thimble. Where's my other dice?
Okay. Thimble is giving you the help action.
Okay. Then we're using this one. Oh, that is so much better. And I'm just for giggles, just super into what we're doing, while focused on making sure we get all this information that we need. She's going to unconsciously use a Force Proficiency dice.
Yes, she is.
Which is going to make that a 23.
Damn.
Hell yeah, look at
So
that.
15 on the dice.
Go big or go home.
Apparently. Good God. Yeah, you do that. And you find you're taking your data pad through her. You find a strange passphrase. Wheels and cogs go round and round.
Her hand just goes to a spot on a jacket where the Imperial cog would be on a uniform. and just kind of scratches. Wheels and cogs go round and round. Does that mean anything to you?
Gears without a sound. Leaps up from the workbench.
Okay.
We have to go save my master. It is time to save the crying John Singer. They took her to Nog, and we will die trying if need be.
Okay, so that escalated quickly. All right. Come on. Looks at Thimble.
Don't look at me. I just work here.
Yeah. Like, Sugar, that's me being in the same boat as you. Come on. So yeah, we'll come back in. Our friend here remembers things. Wheels and cogs go round and round.
Of course, they took her to Nog. They were talking about it before they went into the shuttle. I am so upset and... I can't believe I was not there when she needed me most.
You're getting us to her, and that's what's important. I assume that was some sort of... Does that feel like some sort of, like, emergency protocol to, like, keep information safe? Yeah.
100%. That is exactly what happened.
Look, that protocol is there for a reason. We're gonna go get her.
And, yeah, Shakeen puts a hand on your shoulder. Good work.
Anything for the paycheck, am I right?
Apparently. Incredible work. And things move quickly. You find out from Aurelius contacting you that the Shashay have walked away from the negotiating table with the rebels, as a lot of their ships get hijacked as part of this whole process. But pretty soon after you guys get this information, Shakeen gets a ping on her personal data pad. She pulls it out, nods down at it. All right. Looks like your work here is done, and it's my turn. They did some research. They found the Crying Dawn Singer in Transgalmeg Industries itself. This is a much larger job than locating a single droid on a dead planet, a single informant on a dead planet. They're calling me in. You all are keeping the ship safe as they get away before when I come down. It's understood?
Stay at the kids' table. Got it.
Unfortunately. I don't think that there's any amount of money that would get you to do that, what I'm about to do, just yet.
This ain't me complaining.
Fair enough. And you guys find yourselves ship lands. It is 9:30, so I'm going to fast forward quite a bit. after a bit of conversation, harassment with some stormtroopers, Shakeen does come back on the ship with your friend, new friend, the Sachet in tow. And Sextil is switching like mad. It is gallantry 1 second, submissive the next. It is entertaining to say the least. And you guys make your way to the theater with quite a bit of time to spare in terms of not her show, unfortunately, but
So this
before
means
she was, yeah,
Johanna stood her friend up.
yes, she did.
What? No, I didn't.
On your way,
Nah, I did nothing.
That's
Crying
exactly
Dawn
the
Singer,
thing you did.
On you guys' way, the Crying Dawn Singer does kind of approach you all in the bridge, talking about your next move or, like, you know, getting the ship into hyperspace. Excuse me. I would like to thank you all. I don't know what possessed you to come to my rescue like that.
It was the right thing to do.
Yeah, what Joe said. It's the right thing to do.
How did you know where Sextil was?
You don't have to ask that.
Educated guess. Bella is like leaning against the wall, kind of away, letting the other two helm this. Educated guess.
We're really good at guessing.
She shuts the door to the bridge. Are you all a part of the Alliance?
Alliance would be a strong word.
We ain't friends of the Empire. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. We're in an alliance with each other.
You're openly hiding something. I'm going to make this a persuasion check.
A group?
Oh no! Don't
yeah,
make
group
me
persuasion
roll
check.
persuasion. That's an 18 from Bella.
Persuasion, can you believe it? That's 14.
14?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I can't
We
read
have 18 and 14.
And 15.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Have we had a short rest yet?
Yes, you have. You
All right,
absolutely have.
brilliant. I am going to then. Who had the lowest? What was
I had
what did
14.
Octo- All right. Bella's going to use her Defiant, and you now have a 16.
Hell yeah. All right, then keep your secret.
I'm just telling you the truth. Ain't one of us here, friend of the Empire.
Thank you. Regardless. Well, I'm going to try to reschedule rather than letting my fans down, but your work is appreciated.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
You never made it to the theater, right?
No, they got us en route.
Hard to know who to trust in the galaxy. Just wanted to ask.
Of course. Bye.
Kind of good work, that Wookiee, for me.
She closes the door again. You're not
tell
wrong.
me you two were a thing.
She just kind of flicks the plumage in her hair.
Oh. Do I need to be playing matchmaker here?
Rolls her eyes and goes to go talk to Katika.
So smug. So smug.
And you guys make it to the theater. And
Oh, man.
amazing, beautiful, perfect, no notes. You make it to the theater. Waving goodbye to the Crying Dawn singer. Jakeen kind of arms crossed. Well, are we good to go?
Not unless we're catching the performance.
Nope, no reason to stick around here. We're good to go.
I hold Joanna back, and I'm like, I think the three of us are gonna go prep the ship, and you, based on what you told me, have someone to talk to. So we'll see you in 5 minutes.
They're
Bye.
running through. You know what? They have, like, oh. I assume you just, like, shoved me out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I saw someone that looks like someone who works at the theater, and I shove you into them
Sure.
while I
Absolutely.
walk away.
Yeah.
Movie magic. Of course it's fucking Corey. Yeah. You go straight, just stumble straight. You stumble queerly into them. The whole, like,
Graceful as a brick.
100%. Oh, hi. Oh my god. Big fucking hug. She is taller than you. Black hair. Dark eyes. What species is she?
She is also, I don't want to say she's also an Enchanti, but she's kind of like a hybrid. Kind of like more of like a space elf.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
There's some mixing of the lineages happening.
Do you wanna call her like half Echani, half human?
Yeah.
I think that might actually be compatible genetically. So yeah. You as she's like holding your shoulders. You stood me up.
What?
You promised you wouldn't do that again.
I did not stand you up. You are in fact standing me up in front of you right now.
What happened?
Yeah.
And
What do you mean?
how did you picked her up?
I mean, yeah, we did. Yep. I rescued the Crying Dawn singer.
What do you mean rescued?
Oh, well, you see, so when you told me that she hadn't made it to the dress rehearsal, I knew something was up because we had actually been asked, like, hey, there's a thing happening that involves secret confidential stuff. and it involved a kidnapping that we then prevented.
I'm sorry. You're speaking of the subspace transmissions that got falsified?
Huh?
The things that we saw of, like, the rebel people that had... It turned out it was all just... Transgalmeg being bitches?
Yes.
You rescued them from them?
I rescued the Crying Dawn singer for lots of credits that I owe you.
I won't say no. I also won't say no to a... Do you have time for a cantina spin?
I don't. And I'm sorry. But I do want to apologize for the way I behaved the last time we met. And I know this isn't going to put your trust back in me, but I hope it will start to rebuild something. And I will lean in and give her...
Oh, no. You're going to lean in and what?
I'm going to lean in, give her the biggest hug, pretend that I'm going to give her, like, the butt grope, but I'm actually sliding a check into her back pocket.
Make me a persuasion check.
Sure.
With
feel like
advantage.
that somehow
With
works.
advantage.
Can I just say that I think if either of them look over, both Bella and Octothal are just like right at the gangplank of the ship, right? Just like we are not preparing the ship, we are watching this.
What am I doing? A perception? No, persuasion. That's
With advantage.
much worse. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Fantastic. I think you lean in for the hug, and she thinks you're going in for a kiss.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's that awkward. Boom.
Sorry.
Yeah. And it's that I use the butt squeeze with the sliding of the check, the butt squeeze to kind of like bring her in that little bit to do that really quick passionate kiss, and then I just bye. Exit stage left.
Rude.
Rude.
Yeah.
As I see her
Tempest,
spinning.
we said we had 5 minutes. Let's go.
I was joking.
As you guys are leaving and the gangplank is going up, the storage is closing. You can stay in touch, you know. Don't have to kiss and run.
I'll wait till the door closes, and I will say to myself, it's just easier that way.
I'm standing right next to you.
Yeah,
Make
Bella
a wisdom
is.
saving throw.
What? Make a who saving throw? What?
As you say that, Bella needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely next to you.
The thimble dice. That's a natural 20.
Hey!
You hold back tears
Damn.
successfully, with not a lick of presence on your face.
Oh,
Gilmore.
that was adorable. Yes, that was adorable. I'm sure we could have asked. I'm sure we could have asked Thimble to like make it look like an engine blew so you could spend a little more time.
Yeah, we could have done a lot of stuff. You blew it.
That's what I do. I blow it.
Hey, so then...
And then I walk away.
Bella, we have a mission now. We have a mission.
I mean, if she likes blowing things, I ain't gonna be the one to stand in the way.
I don't think she likes it at all. What the fuck am I doing here?
Shakeen just shakes her head, is, as usual, you know, I think you guys are having this conversation in the storage unit. She's sitting on a box. Kicking her little feet. Oh, that was very cute. I have received word. We are authorized to go to Ilum. You all are doing well. Very well, honestly. You're going to be noticed eventually. You need your Kaibas. It's a last resort thing.
Those are only gonna make us more noticeable.
You're right to an extent. There's a reason I still carry. It is only a last resort. You don't show it unless you have to. But better to have a last resort than to not need it, than to not have it and do need it. So, we pick up Ma and get you all to Ilum. Joanna, you want a glow stick?
You hear from, like, a muffled behind the door. Maybe?
Okay, good. Thank you all for your work today. I hope the next many sessions, next many missions, goes smoothly as that went. And that you never need the tool that we are about to help you create.
I got a bad case of beginner's luck.
You and all of us, friend. And with that,
one more thing.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, please.
Joe, your last chance. Say goodbye the right way before we gotta leave.
Oh, we're already gone.
We have not left.
Yeah, we have.
No, we have not.
Yes, we have.
I have not gotten to my cockpit.
You're not the only pilot.
You're not a pilot.
Huh, you said cock.
I've said come multiple times.
That's not as funny as cock.
They are right.
He has a point, yeah.
We haven't left yet because
Yes,
I
we have.
haven't entered my cockpit. So you better fucking get out there and say goodbye the right way. Or I'm going to send a bunch of messages to them on your phone without your permission.
I have authorization. It lasts for about a week. That it's going to be safe. we have a day that we can spend here. If you really would like to spend a day and maybe night with your friend.
That or I can help you compose a goodbye text.
Or I will compose a hello text. Your angel and your devil.
I think I've already fucked it up once before, and I don't think I will be able to fix it more than...
Hey.
It's clearly not fucked up.
It's not fucked up.
It's clearly not fucked up. I think that she's fucked up because you're gone.
It's one thing to fuck up. But that weren't someone who was pissed at you for fucking up.
I opened the hatch door.
I think you see Carrie just, doing her job. She looks over, sees the hatch door open, shrugs and shakes her head. The check is out of her pocket now.
Oh, see, now you're in trouble, because if you go chat with her, she might think it's payment for services rendered.
That's kind of how I was hoping it would end.
I don't mean in that way. Go! Just...
Can I try to fail a dexterity saving throw?
Narratively, we want you to fail. Make that next save.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say, because the narrative wants you to fail, make it with disadvantage, and we're going to see exactly how coordinated you are.
Graceful as a brick.
Cool.
That's a 1 and a 6.
That's a 1!
What? Yeah.
No.
1!
Chat, you have the opportunity to do the funniest
You
fucking
can either
thing right
rescue
now.
me, or you can
Rescue her from something she doesn't want to be rescued from.
Right? I
Yeah.
feel like after giving her the shove, Bella's like, hey, Sugar, she's not done with you yet. And we'll just back up and motion
And then,
Charles to close the
as
door.
Bella says that, I'm just next to her like,
Close the hatch. Close the hatch.
okay.
The hatch does get closed.
So I get shoved and I eat shit. My foot gets caught in one of those open rungs, on the thing, the hatch. 100% skid on my knees. I try to recover and be like,
Carrie is right fucking there.
Corey.
Corey. I know words. Corey is right fucking there. Are you okay, first of all?
no.
I mean, clearly you just fell for me, and that's not something that has happened literally ever.
I should have fallen for you sooner.
You should have.
And I have been, and I'll kind of look back at the hatches now. Oh yeah, the 100% the Scooby-Doo faces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been told that I should fix this and that I can fix it, and you know how I feel like I can't fix things, so.
Would you say the name of the ship was?
Pelican.
I like your wingman. And that, I think, is where we're going to leave it.
Yes!
I have successfully seduced her with my awkwardness.
Yeah. Good shit. Okay. Hell yeah. I am very happy with the way this went. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Remember to donate to Gender Alchemy at the link by hitting !donate. Again, goal is $300. We've already raised like $135. Make us reach that, please. And Merm, take it away about your about the voting situation and where we can find you.
Woo! All right, hi everybody. My name is Merm. I played Octorthel tonight. And for the entire rest of this month, because elections fall on April 1st this year, I'm going to be shouting out ways that you can find out if you are eligible to vote. You can hit !vote, which is already in chat. For me specifically, I live in the battleground state of Wisconsin, and we have a very, very important election coming up for our Supreme Court as well as our state superintendent. Both of these races have very, very starkly different sides that really honestly set precedent for the rest of the country, especially with Elon Musk being infiltrated in our government as much as he is, which is disgusting. So get out there, find out what your voter status is, make sure that you find a way now to see when and where you can vote. Early voting has already probably started in your area, so check for that. And use your voice as much as you can for everyone who cannot, to make our country a better place and a more safe place.
And if you were registered to vote, double check that you still are, because they are being very shady with all of that.
Exactly.
Do not assume.
Never assume. Always check your voter status before. So, and then you can find me at mermtrain.bluesky.social, and you can find me on Instagram at mermwrites, MIRMWRITES.
Moving on to Adelaide.
Oh, hey, that's me. I am here. You can find me here on Metalurk, doing Metalurk things. Like a Sterling Garden every Thursday. And keep an eye out for the socials, because we have another show lined up that, when a Sterling Garden Season 1 has concluded, we have another super amazing show starting in June. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the socials for that. And hey, if you guys like what you see here, this is what we do. This is what Metalurk does. So if you want to raise money for charity, get in touch with us. You can touch with me, or get in touch with Baba Yaga, or Sophie, or any of the fantastic people you see on the screen. And they could be like, yeah, this is what you do, this is how you do it, and go vote.
Of course.
Yeah.
Kay.
Hey, you all. I am Kay Purcell. I have been Bella, who, didn't take any stray emotional damage today. It's fine. Oh, fine. Certainly didn't show it. You can find me across the internet at Chaotic Wholesome, where we do all things TTRPGs with the Table Talk Show every Tuesday. Tomorrow you can find me over at Entropy Emporium playing Brandon, the Drake Warden Ranger, complete himbo that someone gave a dragon to. It's totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's most where you can find me, and you can find me, of course, on Blue Sky at damphyr.com, DAMPHYR.com, and just generally being a menace.
Oh, yeah.
And if you are not already bothering your representatives, call them on the daily. You can go to 5calls.org, get exactly who your reps are and a script, so you can just call.
5calls.org is a fucking lifesaver.
Donate if you can.
Yeah, it's such a complicated world out there, and it really shouldn't be. I have been Sophia Esther. I have been your game master for this evening. I'm really looking forward to next session. It is a personal creation that I have run a couple times, disconnected entirely from context. And it is even better with context, like these 4 lovely players that I have gathered here today. Well, the 3 that are here today, the one that will be here. Don't miss that exciting time, and please remember to donate to Gender Alchemy, 501c3 organization that supports, that provides support, healing, and resources to transgender people like myself. In Fresno, California, you can find them at the QR code, and you can donate by putting !donate in the chat, like I've said so many times. You can find me at the links in that doobly-doo right there. And in any case, if I can actually remember my own shit again, why am I this way? As we leave, remember to act in wisdom, grow in love, and find connection in our many stars. Bye-bye.